Good Riddance, Time of Your Life by Green Day. This is a great song for beginners to work through. It's not the easiest to play exactly like the original, so good on you if you manage to play the exact original today. But I've made it so that anyone can do this as a complete beginner, and I'll walk you through how you can play this song and kind of play along even if you've like barely just started playing, and I'll show you how to progress. So stick around to the end because there's some tips and tricks to make it easier for you as well. All right, so first thing about this song is that we've got 4 chords in the whole song, just 4. We have G, we've got C, C add 9 in this case. I may at some point in the video call it C, just kind of shouting out loud, but this is technically a C add 9. It's also, I call it cheat C. It's technically a little bit different to the C, but it sounds, it's a good replacement for C sometimes, and it's really easy to change to from the G. And we've got a D chord and an E minor chord. Okay. 4 fingers on that G chord. So I've got my middle finger on string 6 fret 3 with the G, first finger's on string 5 fret 2, third finger on string 2 fret 3, and my pinky is down here on string 1 fret 3, and then I strum all the strings for the G, and then these 2 fingers move down for the C. That's the C add 9 happening. Now the D chord, the way we get there, this is really important, is my third finger actually stays exactly where it is, and this is pretty tough if you haven't done it before, and these 2 fingers move down. My middle finger goes on string 1 fret 2, and my first finger goes on string 4 fret 2. And I strum 4 strings. That's the D. And then for the E minor chord, my third finger stays down, my pinky goes back on, and then these 2 fingers go up to string 5 and 4, and they play frets 2 on both strings. Okay, so those are our 4 chords. Now we've got them, we need to look at the order in which they go. So the song starts with the intro, and the intro is just holding down the G chord, and then we're going to strum 6 with our thumb twice, and then I'm picking string 3 with my middle finger once, and then string 4 with my first finger once. Okay, cool. So once we get past the intro and we get into the song, let's take a look at what happens once the singing starts. So I'm going to give you cues now so you can learn the chords along with where they go with the words. So the first 2 lines of the song, they have the same set of chords for those 2 lines. So the 2 lines, another turning point, a fork stuck in the road, time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. With those lines, we're doing G, C, and D. But the G is played twice, so it goes G, G, C, D. Okay, let me walk you through it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, G again, 2, 3, 4, C, add 9, 3, 4, D, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, C, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So for those first 2 lines, we're just repeating G, C, and D, and you want to get really good at that. We're going to look at the strumming pattern later in the video, so don't worry if you're like, oh, that's not how it sounds. Just get the chords down first. The next 2 lines have a new chord progression. They go E minor, D, C, G, and they sound like this. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question, but a lesson learned in time. So, in the chorus, we go E minor, G, E minor, G, E minor, D, G. Okay, and it sounds like this. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. Cool. And then it's back in to the verse again. So that whole section, I'm going to do it really slowly, the whole verse into the chorus, so you can hear the pattern. It's what repeats for the whole song, but I want you to hear it, and you can slow this down and play along with me if you want to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end it's right. I hope you have the time of your life. So what happens with the strumming pattern? Let's talk about what happens with your picking hand in this song and work it through. So it's basically the same thing on every chord, and we're going to do this. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Okay, now what makes that difficult is that it's really close to the end of the bar. It's really close to when you have to chord change with the left hand. So work on getting the strumming pattern down. Down, down, up, up, down, up. Down, down, up, up, down, up. And then you want to make sure your left and right hands are not like waiting for each other. So what I never want to hear is like that pause between chords shouldn't be happening. What you do is you move your left hand early, like while this hand's still strumming and it strums open strings. So check this out. You heard that in there, but you don't notice it because it's at the end of a bar. Like your ear's already tuned into the G and it's just noise. So you want to get used to disconnecting your right and left hands if you want to get this song up to speed. I'm not playing all these changes perfectly in there, but they sound good, and actually sometimes that open strum can really be the right thing for the song. So it's not a bad thing, it's not something you should avoid, it's actually a good idea. The next thing that's really important with this song is, as always, focus on the pulse first. So focus on just trying to keep the song at a steady pace. Da, da, da. Best way to do that is to move your chest. Keep moving as you do everything. If you enjoyed this video, you can learn more easy beginner guitar songs. We've got Brown Eyed Girl and we've got How to Play Sweet Home Alabama over here. Which one you're going to choose? Have some fun.